Hey guys, Glenn from Fieldmagic here, and what I want to do today is introduce some of the new features we've added to our job checklists that enable you to trigger or automate the attachment of jobs based on different workflow rules, as well as enforce things like photos on different prompts within the checklist. So what do our checklists do and what benefits they have? So they help you to standardize key work processes. So whether those are asset inspections, safety checklists, general audits, whatever they happen to be, that is what they enable you to do. They ensure that you minimize your errors, okay, because you have standard processes that are required to be completed, okay, before a job can be completed. They help improve safety, okay, compliance, traceability, and boost efficiency, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a bit of a demonstration of how we might do a Take 5 safety assessment and enforce that within the system, okay? Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do here to access the job checklist and the rules is we're going to go into our jobs menu and go to configure. We're now going to go into our job checklists. We're going to add a new Take 5 safety. I'm going to use AI to actually generate that. Okay, so we'll see what that comes up with. That'll generate our checklist. Okay, there we go. So that's now created our checklist. And what we want to do is you can see that we've got all of our key actions here. I'm going to really simplify this and just make it much more, much simpler. I think this is kind of okay. Although on mobile, we generally just want to have pass and fails for simplicity, although we can do both. Now, where we get into the workflow rules is we can actually define, okay, I want this completed before starting the first job timer. There's a range of different options we have, so we can enforce the completion before completing a job, completing any task, completing just the first task, starting every job timer, or starting every travel timer, okay? I'm going to say I want to trigger this before starting the first job timer, okay? And I want this automatically attached on every new job. I can also specify to only attach it based on the job type. So different job types might have different checklists. And then obviously with our job templates, you can use that to apply all kinds of different rules there. Okay, so I'm going to save that checklist now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now show you what that looks like in the mobile app. So I'm going to create a brand new job. Okay, I am going to, I'm happy with the contacts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yep, this is a simple job, time and materials, safety example. All right, and we're going to go next and create that job. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to schedule that and I'm going to send it to my mobile app and I'm going to show you what that actually looks like. Okay, so what we have is that job that we scheduled earlier just on our mobile here. We're going to jump into that job. Obviously, at this point, we can work completely offline. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Start Job. And because we set up that Take 5 checklist to order or to be required to be completed before starting the first timer, we can actually go and the system has prompted me to go and complete each of those steps. Okay, I do have shortcuts. I can mark everything as passed if I need to, if we want to enable that, and I can capture the date of the check. I can also capture signatures, things like that if I like. Okay, and that will now allow me to start the job. So what you can see is that you then have an audited, tracked trail of any safety inspection processes that have occurred. So you're reducing the likelihood that there is an incident. If there is one, you know the checks that were made. So that all contributes to the safety across the business. Okay. Hopefully that all makes sense. Thank you.